Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Airbrushing the Terminator. Let's take a look at the products we're using in today's video. So they're the products, guys. This is a full-on piece with loads going on. I've basically just penciled it out now with the projector, and I was looking at it thinking, crikey, what have I set myself up for? It's a lot going on, especially when you pencil things out. When you look at the actual image, you sort of take the whole image in and go, yeah, it's the Terminator. Looks quite easy. But then when you pencil it and start going around it and look at all the different transitions and textures and lines and colours and things like that, it's like, ooh. So this one's going to be a time-lapse. You're going to see time-lapse sections, and then I'll talk you through bits along the way. Now, them products that I've put up in that little clip, we're using the FW inks, and I'm going to be mixing my paints sort of on the fly. I'm going to get ballpark colours and then tint them up and down, warm them up or cool them down. So I'll go through that, little mixing pots, and I'll just be mixing. But you're going to see the colours go down, but in the intervals I'll talk you through little bits. The brush, because I used it yesterday on the Iron Man portrait, if you've not seen that one, it's this video here. We're using the Mobius on a 02. It's a cracking brush. It really is a good brush. Comfortable, no finger fatigue, nice soft trigger, responsive, gets the detail down. You can dial it in on the front with your air pressure. What more do you want? It does the job. So I'm going to use that one today. Everything else, sort of simple. As you can see here, we've got the actual image. I've penciled it out like I said. And then what I've done is I laid a piece of the Pro Mask over the top and then chopped out the Terminator, because I'm going to start the background first. We're going to drop this blurred background in, and then once the background's in, I'll take this center piece off and then put that outer piece of masking, because I've saved it, I've got it to one side, and I'll just put that piece on, and that will just protect the background from any darks or any overspray going across. And that's how I worked Iron Man yesterday, and just sort of chipped away at Iron Man. I'm going to do the same with this. We're not doing any erasing or sort of erasing techniques for textures and things like that. This is just going to be straight airbrushing straight down onto this. We've got shields that I can go round like I did yesterday. If you've seen that in yesterday's video, I'll just go around with the shield, sharpening bits up. I'm just going to work it exactly the same way as I did the Iron Man portrait. I think that way that I went in yesterday on the Iron Man was nice and comfortable, relaxed, I had the tunes going and just painted it. It was enjoyable. The paper that we're using, this is the System 3, and it is an acrylic board. It's 1.4mm thick, so it's a really nice surface to work on. It's quite forgiving. The paint does absorb into this, but I just think it's a really nice board to work on. And you can put your Pro Mask down and you can cut it out on top of the board, which is really cool. So I'll stick it on the other camera, and I'll see you in the intervals. a pause. I've not captured much on the time lapse, just been like little clips. Just forget to press record. When you're on something like this, you just get into it. Now I am chucking the colours down. I'm making my own textures. I'm doing my own patterns. I'm just picking random colours and just overlaying them, building them up, drop some Posca paint pens, drop a few highlights, darken bits out, and just chucking it down, really. I'm sort of working around this, so I'm going to work this eye in next, and then a little bit here, and just start coming down. And I'm going in light and then sort of putting a dark tone in, bouncing back over and across. We've still got the mask on, so when you pull the mask off, it will sharpen up the edges. So that's just protecting the background. But you can just keep working it. And I'm popping my highlights out because I can't erase. I'm literally going in with the Posca, dropping some highlights, smudging to do soft tones, sharp ones, just leave the Posca dots in there and the little sharp lines, and just working it that way. So we're sort of getting it to what it sort of looks like on the image here, coming round. We've got a lot more darks on this bit to go in. Coming up here, working in here, and we're just going to start to do like the greys coming in, this bright highlight here, sort of lighter here, then we can start coming down here and working this. And I'm just squirting the painting. I'm not trying to overthink it and over follow too much, because when you zoom in on things like this, you see so many intricate textures, you will just get lost in where you're going, you really will. So I'm just dropping the main bulk pieces in, solid black areas to give me the key points, working round, and then just pick up zoning on your highlights, find out where your highlights are, and you can zoom in on like bright points, dark points, and then work around and then just fill the gaps in on the in-between. That's what I've been doing. Brush is running great. I'm just picking my colours as I go along. I've not really mixed any, I'm just using my set. So the colour matching is not perfect to the reference, but it ain't far off when you look at it. So we'll crack on. I'll stick you in a little bit longer of a time lapse this time. But just as I say, work round and just chip away at it. Shields, using my hands to spray off of and go round, and just doodling really, just doodling and getting it down. So I'll see you in the next time lapse. Guys, a little pause and a stop for today. I've been using the batteries for the GoPro and they're all flat, so I've got to now charge them. It's going to be another hour, so I'm going to call it a day on this one today. We've sort of chipped away and we're coming round this side. I'll finish this one off tomorrow, so it'll be part 2, and we'll do this section here. Now I've been using, in this next section, I've been using the pencils, the coloured pencils, just to get some real nice soft highlights. And what you can do with them pencils is, because they're watercolour, you can just wet the end of it and you can dot your highlights and just blend them in. Because we've got a bright section here. I've got some more darks to go in. A tone of like an orangey type brown sort of colour. I'm going to zoom in on that. Like a dirty speckled colour here. I'm going to drop that in here. Get a bit more tone in here and start working around this bit. Come round, textures, drop this in. Get the teeth in. Start this bottom piece in tomorrow. And then this is your blues, a little bit of red, blacks in this bottom piece. But when you move the mask in, it just sharpens it all up, as you can see. It sharpens it right up when you move it. So it's not coming out bad for just a sort of a quick blast, sort of like just giving it a go. Because there is, like I say, there's a lot, hell of a lot going on. And I can't do, like, there's no erasing on this. This is just all with the airbrush and using different techniques, texture shields and things like that, and just dropping the tones in and just building it up. So I hope I caught some of it in the time lapse. Tomorrow on will be better. I'll get all this and give you more of a talk through on this section here on what we're doing. And just all the batteries, I was quickly changing, and some of them weren't charged. It was like 7%, so it's like I'm going to get like a couple of seconds out of it trying to film. So join me in tomorrow in part 2. Drop your comments so far, if you like it, on the Terminator, and I'll see you lot in the next one. Cheers, guys.